Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Hub back into the video today, and today the Houston Rockets beat the Los Angeles Lakers 135-119, and a huge win for the Rockets tonight. This was a win they needed, especially with the last game against the Lakers, to get the tiebreaker in any playoff scenario. And this was a huge win because, going into this game, they were 2 games back from the Jazz, and they were also, I think, 2.5 games back from the Lakers going into this matchup. Or maybe, actually, I think it was 2 games from both teams. The Jazz lose to the Nets. They got blown out by the Nets. And then we beat the Lakers. So now we are only 1 game back from the Utah Jazz and the Los Angeles Lakers. And I know Rockets, this was only their 46th regular season game. Lakers only 48. So there's still a lot of time left. Lakers have, 34 games left. We have 36, I believe. So yes, there's a lot of time left, but we're only 1 game back from both teams, and we hold a tiebreaker with both teams. With the win over the Lakers tonight, we hold the tiebreaker for them with them. Finish the series 2 apiece. Beat them in Houston twice. Blew them out in Houston twice. We beat them by 34 in Houston the first time. Now we beat them tonight by 16. They beat us in Los Angeles by 1 point and by 10 points. So we hold a tiebreaker against Los Angeles. Now, for the meantime, we hold a tiebreaker against Utah, but we've only played them once. We beat them in overtime a couple weeks ago. So right now we hold a tiebreaker against them, but for sure that can change because we will play them again. We play them at least 2 or 3 more times. So we'll see what happens when the Rockets and the Jazz face off against each other later in the season, because those matchups will definitely be important down the road. Right now the Rockets sit at the 11th seed, and they're 1 game back from both the Lakers and the Jazz and hold a tiebreaker with both teams. So this was a big win for the Rockets tonight. The Rockets improved to 22-24. Lakers fall to 24-24. But this was some great performances from these Rockets. Sengun had a great game. Jalen Green had a great game. Both players with more than 30 points. 34 points for Jalen Green. I believe that is a season high for him. A career high in rebounds for Jalen Green. 12 rebounds. Going into this stretch of games, the last 3 games for Jalen Green, he had 0 double-doubles in his career, I believe. And in the last 3 games, he has 3 double-doubles. In the last 3 games, he's had 10 or more rebounds in the last 3 games, which him as a shooting guard doesn't really see it as much as rebounds. And he was also 3 assists away from a triple-double tonight. 34 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists. Was 3 assists away from a triple-double. Did play 41 minutes, shot 12 for 23 and 4 for 10 from 3. He's been spectacular in the last 3 games for the Rockets, and when he plays like this, the Rockets are a way better team. And when you've seen him play like this in the last 3 or 4 games, the Rockets have been playing better. In the last 4 games, when he has been playing better basketball, the Rockets are 2-2. They beat the Lakers, they beat the Hornets. They only lost to the Nets by 2 points on the road, and they lost to the Blazers in overtime, but that was a win. That was a game the Rockets should have won. But when Jalen is playing better basketball, this team is a way better team, and he played great basketball tonight with 34 points, 12 rebounds, and 7 assists. Nearly had a triple-double. Also 31 points from Alperen Sengun, who also had a double-double, 12 rebounds as well, 7 assists. They had the same rebounds and assists. Sengun and Jalen both had 12 rebounds and 7 assists. Now, Jalen did have 3 more points, while Sengun had 31 points. Sengun did have 2 steals and 1 block, 14 for 23 shooting. Both shot 23 field goals as well. Sengun shot 1 for 4 from 3 in this ballgame. 17 points from Dillon Brooks. There was some drama with Dillon Brooks in this ballgame. Some drama with Jared Vanderbilt. They got Jared Vanderbilt ejected. Brooks shoved Vanderbilt on a layup, and then not too much later in the game, Vanderbilt took a little bit of a swing at Dillon's ponytail, and that got Vanderbilt ejected. So, And then later in the game, in the fourth quarter with LeBron James, there was a flagrant 1 called on Dillon Brooks with LeBron, which, they're gonna always go back and look at those calls, especially when Dillon Brooks is involved with it. well, really much anybody, and wasn't surprised that they called it a flagrant one there. I don't think Dillon did it on purpose. The play where he kind of put his hand out to LeBron. I know with their history, it kind of seems like it was on purpose, but I don't think it was on purpose. LeBron wanted him ejected. He wanted a flagrant. He was wondering why it wasn't a flagrant two. I don't think it should have been a flagrant two, but honestly, I was thinking that's what they were about to call, but it actually kind of surprised me when they called a flagrant one on Dillon, but I think it 100% should have been a flagrant one, but not a flagrant two, which is what the Lakers and LeBron wanted. But 34 points for Jalen, 31 for Sengun. Also, 17 points for Dillon Brooks, 18 for Jabari Smith Jr. in his return. Really good for Jabari's first game back. Really good game for him. 18 points. This is a good game for him on a normal night, but 18 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, 1 block, 8 for 13, and 2 for 5 from 3 on his first game back with that ankle injury. He's been out with an ankle injury. And then the other starter, Fred VanVleet, what is going on with him? He was throwing some dimes out there tonight, 14 assists, 4 rebounds. That's great, but only 3 points. Did have 2 steals, too. Shot 0 for 4 and 0 for 4 from 3 and 3 for 4 at the free throw line. I said in my preview, if the shots are not falling for VanVleet, he just needs to stop shooting. And that's what happened with him tonight. And I'm glad that happened. Let Jalen and Sengun and Jabari and Dillon, let them control the offense. Because VanVleet in his last game against the Nets shot 1 for 9 from 3. Like, there's no point to keep shooting the ball. You're great at running the offense in VanVleet. I mean, look, he had 14 assists tonight. So, I think VanVleet should just do what he did tonight. Stop shooting the ball. If it's working, if you're hitting shots, keep doing it. But a night tonight, like tonight, where he's shooting 0 for 4 from 3, 0 for 4 field goal, and a night like in Brooklyn on Saturday where he's shooting 1 for 9 from 3 and just shot terrible for the Rockets, just stop shooting the basketball and let Jalen and Sengun take over. And that's what happened tonight. Jalen and Sengun combined for 67 points, and the Rockets got a win. Off the bench, Cam Whitmore was fantastic. 20 points for Whitmore. In the first quarter, Whitmore went crazy. 12 points and 4 rebounds in only 4 minutes of play in the first quarter. He kind of cooled off. He had 16 at halftime. Kind of cooled off a little bit in the second half. Although his minutes kind of went down in the second half. Only played 18 minutes in the ball game. I think going into halftime he had like 10 minutes or something like that. But 20 points for Whitmore, 6 rebounds, 7 for 12 shooting, 2 for 6 from 3, 4 for 6 at the free throw line, and another great game for Cam Whitmore on low minutes. Also, you have 7 points for Jayshawn Tate. He didn't look bad tonight. 3 for 7 shooting, 1 for 2 from 3. 5 points for Jeff Green. Hey, shout out to Jermaine Samuels. He got to check in this game late in the game. The only reason I want to talk about Jermaine Samuels is because he was selected to the NBA G League All-Star game and is the first ever Viper, which is the Rockets' G League team, to be selected to the G League All-Star game. So congrats to Samuels Jr. Any other players that played? Amen Thompson wasn't solid, didn't score at all, but only took 1 field goal, had 7 rebounds with 3 assists and 1 steal, so not bad for Amen Thompson. Nate Hinton checked in at the end of the game, but didn't do anything. And Jeff Green played 8 minutes in this game with 5 points and 2 rebounds. So that was pretty much it for the Rockets scoring. Let's go over the Lakers real quick. They had 3 players with 23 points. D'Lo had 23 with 5 assists. 23 for LeBron with 10 assists and 6 rebounds. 23 points for Anthony Davis, who only played 29 minutes with 7 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 assists. Any other players in double figures? Rui Hachimura had 16 points with 5 rebounds. Austin Reeves struggled. Hey, look, if Ime Udoka pulled that card again with Jalen Green with the USA, they picked him over you. We saw that last time. I think Jalen scored like 28 points in like 23 minutes or something like that because we blew them out and he didn't have to play that much. I think what Ime told Jalen before the game is that they chose him over you for the USA team. And this is another game where Jalen goes off on the Lakers and Austin Reeves kind of struggles. 8 points, 3 for 8 shooting, 30 minutes, 5 assists. And, watching Jalen, he was guarding Austin and he was actually doing a really good job guarding him tonight, and we don't see Jalen Green play a lot of great defense, but I thought Jalen didn't do too bad defensively tonight, and he was doing really good when he was guarding Austin Reeves. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section. Great win for the Rockets. Down the road, you can go back and look at this win, and this will be a huge win for the Rockets because this will hold a tiebreaker for them against the Lakers. This also gets them only one game back from both the Lakers and the Jazz. I know there's still 34 games left for us, 36 games left for them, and 36 games left for the Jazz, but this can be a huge win for the Rockets, especially with the tiebreaker situation with the Lakers. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section. Great win for the Rockets, and peace out.